Hello. Um, Now, Scandinavia. There seems to be a lot of sort of debate over what actually counts as Scandinavia. Now, technically speaking, most people seem to agree on the fact that it contains Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Um, and this is technically true, right? But some people think it contains Finland as well. And I mean, why shouldn't it? I mean, Finland's here, but again, you know, Finland's here. It's not near all the other Scandinavian countries who all seem to meet up around this point, roughly. Um, but yeah, so Finland isn't in Scandinavia because it's not on the Scandinavian peninsula, right? Which is this long thing containing Norway and Sweden. Um, but then hang on, Denmark isn't on the Scandinavian peninsula either, right? So how come Denmark gets to be part of Scandinavia? Yeah, this gets weirder when you think that geographically and politically speaking, the Faroe Islands, which are way over here somewhere, it's an autonomous region of Denmark, is also technically Scandinavian, despite being all the way over here. But Finland isn't, despite being a lot closer to Scandinavia. Um, but you could say, well, it's part of Denmark, so it counts, right? But like Greenland's part of Denmark. That doesn't count. That's not Scandinavian, is it? But that is a long way away. But then, if if the Faroe Islands are Scandinavian, then why aren't the Shetland Islands Scandinavian as well? I mean, because they're not part of one of the Scandinavian countries, I guess. Because you could have a bit of Scotland in Scandinavia when most of it isn't. Yeah, but most of Denmark isn't in Scandinavia, right? But yeah, everyone can agree that Iceland isn't Scandinavian. If you wanted to denote a term which includes Iceland, you'd have to say Nordic, which encompasses Iceland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. And that's the term that most people seem to choose, especially if they know that Scandinavia is a bit of a strange topic, you know? Um, but yeah, see, the only two countries that seem to fall in every category are Norway and Sweden, which are Scandinavian, Nordic, and on the Scandinavian peninsula. Um, but interestingly, not all, despite having very close ties with each other, the Scandinavian countries aren't all EU either. It's pretty well known that Iceland isn't EU. They still do whaling, so EU doesn't allow it. But Norway isn't either, which is a lesser known fact, but it's true. They never have been in the EU, and probably never will be. The majority of them always vote against it in elections, mainly because they want to keep their own fishing laws, and that's pretty much it. The EU has different fishing laws to what Norway wants. So, but aside from that, they pretty much agree with them. They're in the Schengen zone, um, which means freedom of travel between all EU member states and, well, not all EU member states actually. Ireland isn't. But yeah, freedom of travel for the most part without having to show your passport. Norway's in that. Um, no harsh borders basically. Now, Sweden is in the EU, Finland is in the EU, and Denmark isn't EU. So now we can say that Sweden is the only country that's in every category: Scandinavia, Scandinavian Peninsula, Nordic, and an EU member state. So there we go. Scandinavia, technically, geographically, and politically, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, including the Faroe Islands, but not Greenland. Nordic countries: Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland, including Greenland. Scandinavian Peninsula: Norway and Sweden. EU: Sweden, Finland, Denmark. And yeah, that's it. So there you go. That's the relationship between the Nordic countries. Thank you.